Hello, I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me for this seated upper body workout. We're going to start this workout with a little bit of yoga stretches, releasing tension from the upper neck, shoulders, and then we'll get into those exercises to tone those arms and increase strength. And then we will also end with some more great yoga stretching exercises. So a really good blend here today. I have my chair. This is completely seated. I also have a set of hand weights with me. You can grab multiple sets. You can go anywhere from no weights at all, 1, 3, 5, maybe 6 pounds at the heaviest. Go ahead, get everything set up, and we're gonna get moving right now. All right, let's get started here. Feet flat on the floor, hands reach to the side. Grow the spine nice and tall. Breathe easy here. And let the head fall to the right side. Up and over to the left. Back up through the center, chin falls and tucks back. Turn those palms out to the sides, so a little bit towards the walls on the sides of you. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, stretch it open, keep length through the neck. Take them forward, up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms here. Try not to push the rib cage forward, keep it stacked in between the shoulders and hips. Up to open. Exhale, stretch those shoulders and elbows back. Release it on down. Step it to the right. Swing this left arm up and over. Nice. Circles here. One more. To the center. Step it to the left. 2 circles with the right arm. Back to the right, circles forward this time. Open up those back muscles, really reach here. To the center, step it to the left. 2 circles forward. To the center, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs back, so they're pointing towards the wall behind you. Thumbs forward, thumbs back, getting these arm muscles are ready for work, releasing tension. So let that neck come tall, shoulders relax down. Feel those shoulder blades sliding together, working gently there. Last one here, take those thumbs back, roll them down, press back through the palms, roll them over. Back through the thumbs. Open up the shoulders one more time. Through the palms. Through the thumbs. Take it on down. Shake out those arms. Let's go ahead and grab our weights, which hopefully good habits are in the chair underneath you. We're going to start here. Right arm and left arm alternating bicep curl. So we're going to start with the edge of the dumbbell pointing forward. And we're going to rotate, curl it up. So forward and then side to side. Nice easy pace here. Stay tall through your posture. Don't push the low back or stomach forward. Great job. This is a no repeat workout. So once we finish one exercise, we move on to the next one and we will not repeat that exercise again. So you will only see it once, unless it's a right side, and then of course we go to the left side. Great job here. Feel those arms getting warm. Maybe we speed it up just a little bit. We're gonna add in a touch of core muscles here today. So really including everything in this upper body workout. Right and left. Good job there. So we're going to take the right arm out. Left arm is going to come forward. You don't have to lift really high. Modification, smaller movement. We'll start here. Bring it in. Right arm forward, left arm out. Try not to turn the torso. So we're challenging those core muscles to stabilize you here. Keep going with me. You can make it larger if that feels good for you. You can keep more of a bend in the elbow. Find ways to make this work for you. We're not bringing the shoulders up to the ears. Extending and lowering. Long in the neck. Stay tall there. Feel those core muscles working. Keep the movement slow enough that you have time to engage with that ab work. Great, this is a little bit of a tough one. All right, last one here. Take those arms to the sides, lean forward just a touch. Hands press back. So sideways view here, what we have going on. I'm not releasing all the way to the floor. I'm keeping a little tension here through the backs of the arms. Press. Long and tall through the whole spine, especially the neck and the shoulders. You're doing great. Stay here with me. Let's go ahead, take that forward. You can lean back in your chair if you would like, but at the very least, sit up nice and tall. Now, dumbbell start, front to back again. We're gonna lift them here. No rotation this time. Feel those biceps work. You don't want to be scooping and using momentum to bounce them up. Elbows in at the sides. Nice and smooth. Keep your good form here. Lower a little bit slower than lifting. Let those muscles really work on the way down. It's tempting to just give way to gravity there. Challenge those muscles. Lifting, holding, and lowering strength. All very important. We don't have to rush here. You have plenty of time. Keep going. They're starting to feel it. You've got this. Last one here. Beautiful. Palms facing inside to you, and we're just going to like pulling on a pair of pants. Pull those weights up, elbows wide and out. Resist the urge to scrunch the shoulders up into the ears. So when you feel like you have to scrunch, that's just a little too far. Hands pull up, elbows go out, release it back down. We want to strengthen these arms, get them nice and toned, but we don't want to add any more neck tension, rotator cuff pain. Stay out of all of that. Keep going with me. If your arms get tired, you can of course drop to a lighter set of weights. You can skip every other one, slow it down, make them a little bit smaller. But please don't give up. Hang in here. Feel those shoulders working. No tension through the neck though. That can be tricky. Worst case scenario, smaller movement. If you're a little bit worried, like, oh, is it going to make my neck feel tight or irritated later? Go for a smaller movement. Play it safe. Keep yourself safe. We've got a few more here. All right, take that on down. You can give everything a quick little shake if it needs, especially those fingers, wiggle them out. We have some really great stretches at the end. So we started with a little bit of yoga. We're gonna end with that too. Let's go ahead, come back to these weights. Lean to the back of your chair. You can slide those hips forward as long as that low back doesn't really sag down and you're not overly arching up either. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Press those weights up and together. Smooth and steady here. Little bit of chest and shoulders here. Engage those core muscles here so you have support for the low back. Make sure the shoulders aren't creeping up, shortening in the neck. Stay long there. Same time too, make sure you're not really jutting that jaw far forward, trying to reach. Sometimes it makes us feel like we can really get in there. There's no extra work there. Keep that neck pulled back in line with the spine. A little bit bigger movement here, so you have a few more. Last one here. Bring it down slow. Fight that gravity. Bring yourself back up, and this time we're gonna take those hands forward and we're gonna bicep curl here. Nice tall spine, good form, good alignment. Again, no scooping, no bouncing the weights up. Elbows stay into the sides. Great job here. A few more to go. Last one here. Slow and steady. Bring it on down. Great job there. Give them a little bit of a break if they need it. Let's go ahead. You're going to take the edge of your dumbbell. Now, if you have a dumbbell with a rounder and a flatter edge, this is a little bit easier. We're not really heavy with the weights today. So even if you don't have that flat edge, it'll be still workable. You're going to push them together. Same thing, lean back into the chair. Find that neutral spine. Core engages to support that. Press them up. Bring them back to the chest. They don't touch. Don't want you giving yourself CPR here. Extend and down. Little bit of triceps. Little bit of chest and shoulders. All in one here. Good, neck stays back, core stays working, spine stays aligned. No arching, no slouching. You can tell I'm working, my feet are tapping. End of the workout here. These weights start feeling heavy quick. That's okay, that's how we get stronger. Drop down if you need to. Last one, bring it on down. Take one of your dumbbells, go ahead, put it underneath the chair. We'll start here with the right arm. It's going to extend up behind us, drop the dumbbell, and press. You can give yourself support with this other hand. Make sure that the rib cage isn't opening. You're not pushing forward for the low back. Everything stays tucked. Think up and down with this spine. No big curves. Smooth and steady. Try to get the bicep up by the side of the face, by the ear. Little bit of tightness through there. You might not get it all the way back. That's okay. Work where you can today. Over time, we'll open up a little bit of mobility in there. We have some really good stretches for this area here too. Last one here on this side. Bring it down nice and easy. Switch it over to that left hand. Same thing here. Feel for movement in the rib cage or the core. We want to avoid that. Only place in your body that should feel tense right now is maybe in your hand from gripping, through your forearm from gripping, and through this tricep muscle from bending and extending the arm. Everything else should be nice and relaxed. Weather cannot make up its mind today. Originally, I'm from the Midwest, so the saying was, you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it will change. And now, I no longer live in the Midwest, and this year the weather feels like we've had a little Midwest weather here. It's a little bit different all throughout the day. Last one here. Bring it forward, set that down underneath the chair. Great job there. Bring those hands together. If you have a history of carpal tunnel syndrome, just be extra gentle in the wrists. Should feel good. Any warning signs, red flags, skip it or make it smaller. Hands come down through heart center. Lift the elbows. Work those wrists down. Find a little stretch there. Open them out. Roll them around. So we're going to get into these wrists and fingers first. And then we'll stretch out those bigger muscles. I know they've been working today. We'll check in with the neck, the shoulders, and the low back. Stretch open those fingers. Soften them. Wiggle them out. Stretch them open. Soften. Wiggle them out. Let your other muscles, other areas of the body start relaxing too. Stretch open. And out. Take it on down. Curl those fingers down. Underneath you, we don't need to pull. Feel a stretch here. Tuck those fingers under. Open it out. Other way. Drop those arms. Hang on to the bottom of the chair or underneath the legs. Right ear to right shoulder. Roll it through the center. Left over left. Slow rolls. 2 more times. Start breathing in a way that feels soothing and relaxing. Ease that on out. Stretch those hands forward, arch the back. Inhale, slide them in. Exhale, stretch and arch. Reach those hands up overhead, fingertips touch. Bend the elbows, let them rest behind the neck, whether they touch or not. Try not to push the rib cage open and forward. Relax. Up and in, stretch them out. Shoulder rolls up and back. Fall back into the chair. Take the hands to the rib cage softly, so don't push hard here. Take a good deep breath in. And exhale. What I want you to look for here is, did the breath come up? Did you shrug your shoulders on that breath? If so, put it into the rib cage. Expand into the rib cage out. Exhale, everything falls back in. Body should start relaxing. This is a great way to breathe, to reduce stress. Exhale. Focus on getting that back to open up, so back even expands on the inhale. Exhale, you can close your eyes if you would like. Take 2 more breathing cycles in this pattern. Release the hands from the rib cage, send them to the lap. Any last little movements. I really believe that your body has a good sense of what it needs, what movements will help. Just move. Let your body guide you. And then we'll bring it back to seated. So I know this was mostly a strength workout, but hopefully the yoga, the stretches with the warm up and the cool down after that big strength workout will help ease some of the tension, so you get all of the benefits of getting nice and strong, nice and toned, but also still staying really mobile through your joints and flexible through the muscles, and getting rid of some extra stress that we tend to carry in this upper body area. Thank you so much for joining me. Reminder to click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It is always free. It helps you come back here and join me for the next workout. It helps support me by telling everyone on YouTube that I'm doing a good job, and it helps everyone else because they will be able to find these workouts easier the more subscribers and the more watch time that we have. So hopefully you see that it works for everyone, but especially you. Thank you so much for joining me today. You are an amazing person. You took this time to prioritize your health and your fitness, and that's just always something to be proud of, whether you had to modify or not. I do not care. You showed up, you put in the time, you put in the work that you could do. You kept yourself safe and healthy, so be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Meet me back here for the next workout. I will see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching.